Hello everybody, once again this is AikawaKazu and welcome to the level 60 Suffix 3 Dungeon walkthrough, as well as the usual goodness here, rare chest locations as well as insights to the very cool secret remote quest. So what is the secret remote quest here? But before that, Liz is here with me today with Lystra, and let's get to the secret remote quest. So if you look at my inventory right now, you can see that there are 9 scrolls. They come from the mini bosses as well as the bosses in the new level 60 Suffix 3 dungeons, and they have a chance to drop them, so it's not a 100% chance that you'll get them. So what are they for? So if you right click on them here, as you can see, you actually get 3 new quests, and if you go to the quest log right now, you can see that this quest actually gives me a lot of XP, 4 gold, as well as this little coin here. This is actually a death coin. So all 3 gives me a death coin, and with 3 death coins you can actually spawn this thing called a Joker skeleton. That will be your secret remote quest, and when you spawn that Joker skeleton, many other skeletons will spawn as well, and you can get lots of loot. So of course you can't really see it right now, so we'll bring you to that location here, and every of these 3 dungeons will have that chance to spawn that Joker skeleton. So let's get to our first dungeon here, Rosa City. Let's get to that. So our dungeon walkthrough as usual. First area, lots of monsters, always fun to kill and wipe out. So the gears I'm using right now is very similar to the gears that I'll be using on my own Moonlord, and right now I'm about 50% there. So this is actually my Moonlord when it's 100%. So you can see the Moonblade Dance without provoking slam, 82,000 damage, looking good. So the difference between Suffix 3 and Suffix 2 dungeon is that you can actually see that there will be food drops that will be dropping. There will be a huge difference here, because the Suffix 2 dungeon actually don't have a chance. I mean, it doesn't really drop those, consumable foods for you. So there's a difference here. But of course, the Suffix 3 dungeon will be comparatively harder, just by a bit, I guess. But it's not gonna be so hard that you can notice a very significant increase in difficulty, so not to worry. If you're handling Suffix 2 dungeons fine, you should be fine with that. And you can see the Iron's Love virus being summoned here, as Liz has the school uniform version 2, which will be the featured costume for, I would guess, the month as Desert Dragon is released. And I would say that it's very useful for PvP, as it's an AoE Love virus buff. That means your opponent will be hit by Love virus, similar to the Physician, and they cannot do any damage to you while they are under the debuff of that skill. So it lasts for 5 seconds, very useful for PvP. For PvE, I would say it's just for the damage, and of course monsters, they will not be able to hit you as well if they are under the effect of the Love virus. But as usual, boss will be immune to the Love virus effect, of course. If not, it's gonna be a phase roll on the Desert Dragon. So this will be the next area. Rare chest not in this location. So when we get closer to the secret remote quest area and where the mini bosses are, I'll share with you guys more. Right now it's just gonna be some damage spamming time. You can see the Love virus being summoned again. So this cannon right now in front of you can be used for those classes that, or if you're not really geared and you're just tagging along a party, you can actually use the right click to do a time stop, very useful, and it's knockback as well. So I think Liz is going to show you the right click. Just fire one over there, look at the monsters fly up and they are time stopped. So very helpful if you're not a DPS class or you're not really geared to help out with killing the monsters. The cannon itself actually does about 30,000 damage per hit with the crit, and however, you can only fire short bursts. So I can see that the time stop is going to be very useful. So you can actually burn down these monsters before you do, you can actually clear them. So you need to clear a certain number of monsters before the mini boss spawn here. So this will be the Commando Warlock Boring, and he has a chance to spawn, to drop that scroll if you kill him. This will be the first mini boss in this dungeon. And you don't want to use your ultimates here if you are going to be activating the Death Coin quest. So want to save them, I'll explain to you later. Cancelled there by the flamethrower. So we're not lucky to get the scroll here, but you can drop a scroll, so it's a chance to spawn And I've actually gotten the scroll when I have 0 FTG as well, so this will be the secret remote quest cutscene. As you can see, this will be the Joker skeleton. If you have 3 death coin, you can approach the skeleton and you can actually click on him. So if you don't have 3 death coin, you can't even see this cutscene and the skeleton won't spawn as well. So this will be the first Suffix Suffix 3 Dungeon, and this will be the location of where the Joker skeleton will spawn. So the first thing I know about the secret remote quest is that it's very hard to solo it. This is why I actually bought this around. If not, actually I'll try to solo it, but it is, I would say, not possible to solo. Alright, so I'm going to activate the quest and you can understand why I mean that to be so. So the Joker skeleton will spawn, and a lot of other Joker skeletons will spawn as well. And you do not need to worry about knocking them down because they can't be knocked down. Let's cast my ultimate here. And this can cast the ulti now. So you can see that they're very sturdy. And it's definitely not easy to kill them. So this is with a 2-player effort. And you have actually a time limit of 1 minute. So imagine if you are not geared, this is gonna be tough. Gonna focus on the Joker skeleton now. So you can see the amount of loot that's actually dropping on the field. This is definitely very worth it, and this is why the secret remote quest is featured in this guide. 20 seconds left to kill this guy here. So we can show you the nice loot. 10 seconds left. I think we got him. Okay, he's dead. You can see a crystal code drops. And one more skeleton to go. And look at that, guys. Just look at the loot. Woo! I'm swimming in coins right now. Look at that. They're not 1 copper. Look at that. 82 silvers, 1 gold, and 27 silvers. 1 gold, 77 silvers. And this is just awesome. Okay, but one thing to know about this is that the drops are affected by FTG. So if you happen to collect 3 death coins and you're here with a party, you will want to make sure that you have FTG before you actually do the death coin cutscene quest, which is the secret remote quest rewards cutscene. So you can see right now I'm just gonna pick up the loots for the lols because why not? A lot of gold here. And you can see that if you do not kill the mini boss, it's cool because it just drops a chance to drop the epic code. Of course, epic codes are always useful, but if you want to focus on getting the gold, as well as some, you can see polish ultium, polish agate. If you get NPC, the powders as well, also worth a lot of gold. So this is definitely very useful, and it's just fun to see so much gold fall down. Do you agree? Alright, so this will be the first location for the Joker skeleton spawn here, and we'll go ahead to finish the dungeon here. And I'm going to be showing you guys the royal chest next. So not to forget that there's actually a challenge quest as well for the new Rosa dungeons. So you can collect them as well, and well, they give you some EXP I think. Not too sure about the loot though, but definitely not as good as the scroll quest. So my advice is to pick up scrolls and then collect at least 3 coins before you actually activate the Joker skeleton. So you can actually save your death coins if you do not click on the Joker skeleton. So if you're farming for scrolls, you can just skip the Joker skeleton area if you do not click on him, so that's fine. So this will be the next mini boss here, Commando Sebastian. And let's see if he drops a scroll for us. Nope, not today. So our last chance will be our boss later at the end. So mini boss, if you do not know, is actually the ones with that purple HP. I mean the purple names here. The war machine's always very tanky to deal with. And 100,000 Moonblade Dance, always good to see. Yay! As you can see, there are a lot of food consumables around. Can't really remember if I actually mentioned about them, but here comes the royal chest location. Oh my goodness, you guys are always that lucky. I just can't believe it. Look at that, the royal chest spawned just for you guys to see, and I did not need to insert the screenshot that I prepared beforehand, and I ran many times just to get that. You can see Liz laughing, she's very happy about it. But I can see very good loot from royal chest once again, and don't forget to check this corner right here when you're running this dungeon, because royal chest in abyss mode definitely gives very useful loots here. Polished Altium, if you do not want them, you can actually sell them, and they always give a lot. Sometimes you get lucky and you get epic codes. There's a polished agate there as well. But hopefully we can get a scroll at the final boss, and this boss is not easy to deal with, bear in mind. The Suffix 3 Dungeon bosses all have very unique mechanics, and just let you guys see the cutscene here. It's actually a Mickey Mouse tank. Yep, you can see the large ears. Here he comes. Let's do a double freeze before I go for a Great Wave Showdown. Gets the first freeze, and then a freezing few, and here we go. 1 million Great Wave. Oops, I better hit my ending because I was enjoying the damage too much, but look at that, the storm is coming. And basically what it does is it blinds you, and you need to watch out for the bright spots on the floor, so not get hit by the sandstorm here. And this will be the cyclone from the boss, trying to stay away. He'll summon lightning periodically off the ground, so you watch out for that as well. There's the support troop, Sebastian. It's down. And you just keep spawning, so what you want to do is you just want to focus on the boss here. Just going for a Moonblade Dance Q. Sandstorm coming again, careful. That was close. And taken down here. Still no scroll. So hopefully we can actually see a scroll on the second and third level 60 Suffix 3 dungeon. And yup, that will be it for Rosa City. 10 minutes run here. Not too bad considering that we actually got the Joker Skeleton. So I'm going to be showing you guys the Joker Skeleton spawning locations for all the 3 dungeons. I actually prepared enough death coins to do that. Yup, so you guys can enjoy and know where to time your skills so that you do not activate the Joker Skeleton without your skills being off cooldown. I think if you do it 4 men, it should be fine. Like, very fine. But if not for that, I think it will be good for Rosa City. And you guys get to see the royal chest location as well. So we'll move on to the second dungeon right now. This one's bunny. Bunny. Alright, stage entrance. Alright, we're back at the entrance. Ran out of list, and we're gonna go straight to the second dungeon straight away. And the second dungeon will be Arnute Canyon, and as usual, royal chest location, as well as the special remote quest, or rather the secret remote quest location, so that you can know where to time your ultimates. Let's go. So for the first area here, after you clear the forward area, the monsters will actually spawn behind you, so think of that. So it's gonna be too joyful once you clear this area. Just right behind the monsters will spawn. Punch to the face. There you go. All of them are spawning. So this is pretty badass right now. But we go on to the next area. So this area very cool. It's like a canyon. And lots of monsters here. So you can see Identity actually trying to make the areas actually very fun to clear with AoE skills. Whether is it solo or with a party, in a pair of 3, I mean a group of 3 or in 4s, you definitely have a lot of fun. But there's actually a monster behind. Hang on. So let's move on to the next area. The next area is where the first mini boss will spawn. And that will be the Thief Okram, or Okram. So after you clear these monsters, 10-hit Moonblade Dance, loving it. But anyway, after you clear all these monsters, once again, look at that, Liz is jumping in joy. You guys just have that luck to get the royal chest. I have no idea, I do not know. Whenever I'm recording for a dungeon guide, it somehow seems to spawn. So there'll be a cutscene for the guardians of this canyon to spawn more monsters for you to kill, but who cares? We have the royal chest. So the royal chest spawns right here. And it actually took me many runs to actually find the location. I'll show you guys why. Because for royal chest locations, I'll usually look out for, you know, very special locations where you actually find them. So this area is very cool. Actually check this area as well. You can see a bronze, silver, and then bam, increasing in, I don't know, order. There's a royal chest. You can see even if you get an achievement when you spawn a royal chest in the new dungeons. And always good to know that royal chest is not affected by FTG. So regardless of FTG, you always get good loot when you get a royal chest. So bear that in mind. So royal chest location, actually prepared a screenshot to slot in if it doesn't spawn. But similar to our first dungeon run, my goodness, you guys just have that. You know, in Chinese we call it Koufu, which is the luck to taste something good. But this time you guys have the luck to actually see something good. So you got Yanfu, I guess. So this area, 3 Minotaurs, no problem. And all of them taken down here. So this area is why I mean that the royal chest is not easy to be found. Because you see, one small path here to one silver and 2 bronze chests. And then you have another one in front on the right side, which will also spawn 1 silver and 2 bronze chests. So every time when I'm running this dungeon, I have to check these 2 areas, and yeah, to keep my eyes peeled open, as well as the other locations that are ahead. So it really took me a while to find this one. For the first dungeon, I actually guessed that spot that you guys saw earlier on, so just had to check that area all the time. It wasn't that tough, but this one, whoa, my eyes were actually going, you know, everywhere when I tried to find the location. So this is the area for the second mini-boss. Hasn't spawned yet because we haven't killed everything. And the Joker Skeleton will spawn here as well. So if you're going to be using ultimates, try to save it for the Joker Skeleton stage if you are tackling the Joker Skeleton here. So in terms of difficulty, all the 3 Joker Skeletons I would say are the same. So I think this area is more open, so maybe it's easier. But for the cannon stage, the Joker Skeletons cannot actually spin away, so in retrospect, it can actually be good as well if you actually AoE them down very fast. Like 1 consecration will cover the whole area where the Joker Skeleton spawn. So you might want to choose where you want to spawn the Joker Skeleton. Because remember, it is not decided by map. As long as you have 3 death coins, you can have the cutscene, and all 3 dungeons can spawn the cutscene. So it's really up to your own preference. And oh, Suffix 3! And we get it today. You guys once again got Yanfu. So it basically means, I don't know, side luck. Obviously milk 30% here, and this will be the Joker Skeleton stage. So same thing, you can see a hand on the Joker Skeleton first before you can activate it. Let me try to click on it. So there we go. And let me get the milk 30%. Let's try to gather all of them in one location. Get the provoking slam action. Honey, you can go for your Blizzard Storm right now. Just getting a first layer of freeze. And everything goes splat. Woo! And they're still frozen. And you can see the Iron buff is not working on these things, so if you are attempting to use them, when you use her here, it's not gonna work in terms of the debuff, but the damage is still there. 30 seconds left, remember the 1 minute counter. You can see I'm not doing the damage that I usually do, so this boss actually has some, I don't know, some very high defense. You want to focus down the main boss first now. It's down and lots of loot. Next Half Moon Slash almost ready. Gonna wait another 2 seconds for my provoking slam. And then 5 seconds left, bam, 2 more goes down, 4 seconds left, 1 more Moonblade Dance please. Nope. So look at all the loot again. Lots of polished ultium. You can see that the suffix crafting material drops as well. Old Swordsman Blunt Blade and Soul Stealer's Orb. And of course the gold. Look at that, look at the gold. But remember guys, that the FTG will affect the loots that you get. So you're going to see that the FTG loots will affect in our third run for the third level 60 Suffix 3 dungeon. You can see I only have 100 FTG left. And I think it's going to be exhausted at the end of this dungeon. So, yep, let's not pick up the loot, honey. I think they saw the loot, it's good. Let's move on, so that the video will not be too long. So the next boss is the... Oh, this is sad. She always tells me every copper counts. You can see a sad face. So you want to get rid of the death side monsters first because they're extremely irritating. They can stun you and they disappear periodically. Look at that. And the boss can actually summon like sandstorms. You can see the cyclone is chasing me right now. I want to be careful. So basically for this boss, when she gets to a certain HP, it's going to go into some invisibility mode, and that's where she's tough to deal with. First, freeze. You can see she blocks as well. And this is what I mean. So you have to look at these 3 pillars right now, and there'll be one that will be shooting a laser upwards. This is the one. And you want to destroy this. So they break a spell. If you do not, you actually take a lot of damage. So when it's solo, usually you cannot break it in time. But this time with 2 players, it's good. So it's always good to bring a Manticore Gravity Ball here. So you can see that the Cyclone is just growing bigger and bigger. You want to stay away from her first. And then she fires a Sand Cyclone back at you. And I think this boss got pretty high defense as well. I'm not doing the usual damage that I do. And you can see that the second pillar is activated at 3x HP bar. Should be the one at the center. I just want to keep a lookout. Yep, here we go. Oh, come on. Yeah, smash break it in time. You can see it's not easy even with 2 players. And can we get a double freeze? Okay, that's 1 freeze. Okay, that's double I think with the glacial spike. You can see I'm doing so much lower on my Great Wave. And we have the last activation here. Just now I did 1 million with double freeze, and that was a single freeze, but I'm doing like 300,000 or 400,000, so definitely doing a lot more, I mean a lot lesser damage. Trying that Moonblade dance for the extra hits, and we stopped it this time. And she is going down. Look at that, half moon slash, 200k, really? So is it a high magical defense? Or this boss is just very tanky? Look at that, my Moonblade dance, 92,000 with a freeze there. But she's taken down after that. So this boss pretty tough to solo if you're not geared. And yep, this is why it's fun to do level. I mean, I think a lot of players actually like challenges. If you clear the dungeons too fast, it's not really very fun. But 9 minutes 46 seconds here in our second dungeon. That will be Arnute Canyon. And we'll be going straight to the third run. The third one very shortly. Hopefully you guys get to see the warrior chest again. 3 warrior chests in a row? I do not know, guys. I think it's gonna be a good miracle for you viewers if you actually get 3 in a row. It's gonna be pretty amazing. And I'm gonna go straight to the third one. Let's go. So always remember to repair after 2 Abyss Dungeon runs if you are soloing. And let's go to the third one right now. The last one will be Occupy Ancient Temple. Alright, and we'll dive in straight away. So in this area, the Bishop Javi, you can actually kill him here. When you kill all the mobs, you actually get invulnerable. In fact, he has an invulnerable buff right now. I can't really see it, I think. And after you clear the mobs, he will actually disappear. Look at that, disappears, and then yes, yeah, this is the time you can see the shield on. So don't bother trying to DPS him down. You can try if you have Spiral Edge and very good gears, but I think it's gonna be very tough. And you also do not want to kill him, so I'll share with you guys why. It's actually possible to take him down if you really have very high stack single target damage, like it's frozen and then you do like a, I don't know, 5 billion blizzard, I mean Phoenix Storm or something. So it's definitely possible. Just play the monsters here first. Pretty straightforward dungeon. No shenanigans here just yet. And you can see he escaped. And move on to the next dungeon. You can see right now FTG is 0, so you guys will get to experience the difference later on for the Joker Skeleton area. So this area very good for flash stuns if you're a Moonlord. Oops, I wanted to use Moonblade Dance actually. So very straightforward dungeon. There are tanks behind you, so just bear in mind. So if you guys have not heard the new Sandhaven background music, hope you guys like it. I actually love it a lot. And I think just like many people have AFK in Kaldorov Village last time when we have the Irutan's music, I think many will do so again this time. And I'm not sure if the BGM will be removed when we get, you know, the new Sandhaven in 70 cap. Not too sure if it's gonna stay. But both of them are actually pretty good, so I'll be fine with any. So here will be the mini boss. This will be the Brotherhood Gerard. Steel Gerard. So same thing. Okay, so this is the reason why you shouldn't kill Javi. If you not kill Javi, right, the area which he has spawned will not open the door. I mean, the door will not open, and that's actually the door of the royal chest. So if you actually one-shotted him somehow, you know, at the start with, you know, Spiral Age and Justice Crash or something, then you will actually miss out on checking out the royal chest location. So that is definitely something that you want to take note of. That killing fast all the time is not actually good all the time. Hehe, I didn't get time stopped, look at that. I didn't got time stopped. No, gravity sanction. Oh crap. So you can see now 0 FTG. And once again, Joker skeleton cutscene. So it's very, very cool to see these cutscenes all the time when you have the death coins. But let's see if we get a royal chest. Nope. So the royal chest spawns right here, exactly where I'm standing. Oh, Liz got 900 FTG, but I have 0, so you won't see exactly the same loots as just now, probably. Because even if one person has FTG, if the other does not have FTG, the loot is actually cut by half. I do not know the exact value, but having one person with no FTG will affect your loots in overall. So right now I'm going to activate the Joker Skeleton quest again. I love this. I love this Orb of Light shining down. It's like the Raw Blessing. Okay, here we go. Joker Skeleton is rising. So similarly, once again, I'm just going to gather all of them. First freeze, Honey can go for the next one. Okay, there's double freeze. Exploding skeletons again. Well, I guess you guys won't be able to see the non-FTG loots. But I would say it's significantly lesser. Yep, significantly lesser here, you can see. I think. Not too sure. They feel significantly lesser to me. Yep, you can see that the skeleton didn't drop any epic code this time. It's just some crafting materials. And you can see that your damage is actually pretty nerfed. That was like 14,000 Moonblade Dance. So I do not know how it scales if you are not geared. Really haven't tried out yet. But 10 seconds to kill this guy. Not too sure if it's possible. I think we can. Clear team. And that's it for the loots. This time no epic codes, and I think just a bit lesser because it is laughing at the go around again. She loves money. It's jumping around as well. And we move on to the next area. So that's the 2 mini boss and the last one with the boss. Remember to pick up those scrolls. They are actually miscellaneous in color. That means they are normal items. You won't see that they are blue or what. They're just gonna be white. So if you see a scroll and 2 dots, you will actually see that that is the quest they can take. And then actually the quest is just requiring you to kill the exact mini boss again. So let's say if you get a scroll for Warlock Borin, just need to enter the dungeon again and kill Warlock Borin, and then you get a death coin that you can hand in the quest area. I mean the quest log. So these are the 2 robotic brothers. So this area has mechanics as well. You can see there are many electrical lamps around, I guess that's what you call them. So you can see electricity will flow soon. So what you want to do is you want to back away here. From what I know, the only safe area is right here, behind. I think this one is driving. So if you do not run away, you're gonna get caught by the shockwave and then you're gonna take a lot of damage again. So you can see the shockwave is forming. But we are safe because we are not in the area. So the entrance where you actually walked in is not safe. I tested it out. So the safe area is here. And a great wave kill. Great wave! Here, you know, just to be cool. When the final wave is supposed to hit some enemies, but you know, great wave is cool. And Liz is dancing right now. So this time we clear it in 7 minutes, so definitely the third dungeon is a lot faster to clear. This is just hallways of monsters, and then the final boss, there are 2 bosses I guess, but pretty, not very tough to deal with. So that's the end of the level 60 Suffix 3 Dungeon guide. Okay, so if you actually look right here, oh, I did not actually collect the quest. I mean, I didn't use the scroll. So you actually accept right here, and you can actually collect the quest right here in the quest menu. And that is where you actually hand in your secret remote quest to get the death coin, 3 death coins, to activate the secret remote quest cutscene. And then you click on the Joker skeleton to spawn the Joker skeleton fun time. So look at that, look at Liz on top. But anyway, I'm here on top of the bunny. That'll be the end for the level 60 Suffix 3 dungeon. Hope you guys enjoyed our effort for the royal chest locations, as well as our tips and tricks on the secret remote quest. Remember, you can't really solo it, so definitely find a party and make sure you have FTG when you try to run it as well. Thanks for watching once again. That will be Desert Dragon Nest, I would say, video log of my team's attempt in clearing. I have 2 teams in fact, one for Secret Sword and actually one for Lisbeth, which is Nicole's Illustra. So that will be it from us. You can look forward to DDN, I don't know, progress log videos. Could be fails, we can die in the first stage, do not know so far. But of course, you can stay tuned for my latest gears as well, as I think it's time to share them. But in any case, before I get too naggy, thanks for watching once again, God bless, and I'll see you guys next time. Look at this. Bye! If I'm fighting an acrobat, it's not good. It's no good. Oh wait, no, it's cleric. It's a saint. Anticipative cycle slash. Up, yep. But it's 1800 rating as well. So Saints, you look at that, wow. Remember to have fun guys playing that. So 4 more games to go here.